It is possible that the XRP ledger may receive more than $1.6 trillion this year. Furthermore, I have been performing thorough study on SBI holdings as well as a significant number of other large relationships that Ripple has quietly created. Make sure you pay attention, guys, because this will have some very wild repercussions for the future of XRP. I am aware that many of you are undoubtedly wondering why the market is so unstable at the moment, more particularly why we are unable to reverse course and have a market rally of significant magnitude. Actually, I have a great deal. Not only has there been some news regarding that matter, but I have also been conducting a great deal of research as of late, and I am sharing it with each and every one of you in order to ensure that this video is viewed by everyone. Kindly click the like button. Let's get into the specifics of what's going on, which includes this significant cooperation with SBI Holdings, as well as a great deal more. Because as you probably already know, we have been doing something. I want to begin with the Fed pivot. Stock prices have been declining despite the fact that the United States of America has been adding a significant number of employment in recent times. This is in spite of the fact that interest rates have been increasing at a rate of 120 basis points, that share prices have been declining, and that the jobless rate has decreased to 4.1%. As a result of the announcement made by the Federal Reserve that the job market had become weaker, oh yes, let's begin by examining the factors that led to this situation. In the first place, the United States economy added 260,000 jobs in December, which is 920 more than was projected. The economy of the United States has added 165,000 jobs over the course of the past 6 months, which is the strongest 6-month average since July, when the Federal Reserve deferred the implementation of rate reduction. In spite of the fact that the jobs data came in higher than anticipated, the Federal Reserve engaged in a struggle, and it is clear that share prices dropped dramatically as a result of the report. Given that the job market in the United States is stronger than anticipated, why would the market crash? First, let's take a look at what transpired in September so that we can comprehend this. In 2008, the Federal Reserve started reducing costs by lowering prices by 50 basis points. We were quite critical of this move, and their argument was that job gains had slowed down and inflation was headed toward their 2% target. We're extremely critical of this decision. On the other hand, the exact reverse is currently occurring. Job gains are really any potential reductions in the Federal Reserve's interest rates are rendered meaningless by the acceleration of inflation and the fact that it is once again on the increase. The Federal Reserve is no longer a reliable source of information, which means that its credibility is seriously damaged in a circumstance such as this one. As I have been stating for the past 3 or 4 years, the Federal Reserve is nothing more than a hoax, and the only thing they do is enrich themselves at the expense of the many people. In addition to the United States of America, the entire world civilization is suffering the most as a result of this issue. The United States dollar is the most widely used money in international trade at the moment, and everyone has a dollar in their possession already. As a result of the economic data that was released this morning, the yield on the 10-year bond increased by a further 10 basis points, bringing the total increase since the Fed pivot to 120 basis points. The market is taking a stand against the Federal Reserve, and the Fed is completely unaware of this development. This happens as a result of something that is not going away. And to put another way, individuals are uttering phrases such as, "Fuck you, Federal Reserve. We will no longer be paying attention to you as a potential source of information." The appearance of new asset classes, the most prominent of which is cryptocurrencies, is another factor that contributes to the divergence found in the market. The Bank of America has declared that it does not anticipate the Federal Reserve to reduce interest rates this year, which is something that has never happened before in the history of recorded events. A great number of individuals are expressing their concern regarding the negative impact that reduced prices would have on cryptocurrency. Yet, as we can see from the charts, the exact reverse is occurring at the moment. Interest rates are increasing, notwithstanding of the actions taken by the Federal Reserve. The markets have been heating up, as we can see here. This is something that is sure to make an impact. People have grown weary of this outdated monetary system, and as a result, people are starting to invest in cryptocurrencies and saying, fuck it. Without a certain, the markets will be somewhat turbulent, and without a doubt, establishments will continue to exert control over them. However, we are regaining control, so it's not a problem. It is of the utmost importance that we continue along this route, because doing so will allow us to eliminate the Federal Reserve and accomplish our financial objectives for the foreseeable future. Having said that, I have been conducting significant study on SBI Holdings and their plans with XRP, because there is a great deal more going on than I previously believed. More recently, there have been a lot of significant upgrades as well. Not only did SBI Holdings declare their desire to lend XRP cryptocurrency for interest yesterday, but they also stated their intention the day before, which I am certain many of you will find fascinating. They are proceeding with the implementation of a micro strategy which is comparable to the one that Big Enterprise and Michael Saylor utilize. The same factory continues to expand. They never sell XRP, rather, they only buy and earn it as a pastime. In addition to purchasing as much XRP as they can, they intend to lend it out. The enterprise version of this is currently being developed by them. You will be able to witness how they transformed a firm that was worth $100 million into a company that is worth billions of dollars if you observe their micro approach. SBI Holdings came to the conclusion that this strategy is a good fit after being put through its paces in an independent testing process. But just think about the possibility that someone started doing that for XRP and is now actually doing it instead. Not only is SBI Holdings the glue that binds all of the Japanese banks together, but they also have a lot of ideas that go beyond this. By the end of this year, they want each and every bank in Japan to become a user of XRP by utilizing the SIA. Along with that, NISAC is one of their plurals. The fact that they are going to handle everything on their own is absolutely ridiculous. However, it is arguable if Michael Saylor's approach and the high quality press releases he has released regarding Bitcoin have caused the cryptocurrency to garner a great deal of attention from the media and force greater regulatory action. This is because Saylor has produced press releases that are of a high quality. When SBI Holdings of Japan engages in a similar activity, I believe that a scenario that is analogous to this one will take place. I have said in the past that SBI Holdings is doing a great deal more, and by the year 2025, every single Japanese bank will be using XRP. A hypothetical analysis was performed to determine what this implies for the rate of XRP, and the following is what it looks like. If SBI invests $875 billion to acquire XRP at a medium rate of $2.35 per coin, then it is equivalent to 65% of the supply that is now in circulation.